And so it continues.
Victory was assured.
I'm pretty sure that's not the best comfort. I'll figure that out later. some fishing as I get warmed up for a stream.
Nature unfold.
Imagine pulling for Cassidy when you can get her from the arena store. Like they might do that.
My way. Nature unfold. Come, let the flora share their secrets. Nature unfold. The plants are thriving beautifully. The plants are thriving beautifully.
Elise keeps an eye on both the bodies and minds of students. A little sunshine, a cup of warm tea, and a tasty dessert often do wonders for opening up even the shyest of hearts. Many students choose to confide in the kind Professor Solis, turning her into the school's greatest keeper of secrets. Of course, none of those secrets have ever been shared. No matter how bright her smile is, Solis is not without a few worries of her own. For instance, her tails are forever getting caught on branches and leaves. It's so annoying. Oh, we're getting customized from this. Interesting. That's kind of nice. The series also. Not like I'm going to get it, but you know.
Nature unfold.
Oh, look at people walking in the background. That's nice. Oh. All right. And get this one done first. Maybe.
Did I make you proud? You look around the strangely familiar surroundings. A peculiar feeling washes over you. It's been years since you were last here, yet the place isn't dusty like you expected. It's spotless, as if cleaned just hours ago. The tower. You lived here for so long. In a way, this was your home. I can't believe it. Jura above. I'm actually standing in Merlin's tower? Since we're here now, would you mind if I just call you Merlin?
Feel free.
It's so beautiful. All these books and everything so elegant. Nothing like those dark, musty towers I've visited. Are those floating stars the memory stars we need? There are so many. Which one's the right one?
I had no clue. I'll start searching. Should we explore together?
Wait, are you personally going to show me around your tower? This is amazing! Then please, lead the way, Merlin.
The mechanism on this magic lift is locked. Thoughts on magic. The fire magic wielded by my student, Miral, is the most lethal I've ever seen. This talent is a mixed blessing, as common folk regard her as a threat. I wonder how ordinary people view magic. What does magic truly mean to us mages, who can harness its power? Magic is a gift from the gods to humanity, but why is it granted only to the chosen few? How then should those who possess it use the power? Could it serve as a stepping stone for mages to ascend the ranks of society? These are my personal notes, and so many memory stars. What did I even store in them? Classroom musings. During today's Magic Elements class, some students boldly, and maybe even recklessly, questioned the existence of several well-established elements. I'm glad to see them thinking critically, but it's crucial that they do so on a solid foundation. After all, nothing good can come from baseless conjecture. My old professor once said, "Seeds grow into trees, and those trees will, in turn, shelter the saplings in the forest." Maybe one day my students will pass this saying on to their own students. After all, knowledge is the nourishment that keeps the forest of magic alive. Magic research must be built on fact, not fantasy. I should remember that. These are all priceless research texts. I'd love to read every one. Monster Research. I plan to launch a new course on monsters at school, teaching students about their physical traits, habits, combat styles, anatomy, and strategies for dealing with them. This idea is backed by the headmaster and the majority of the academy board. However, we disagree on including hypothenes in the course. Clearly, it's fear that holds them back. Anyway, I will hope for the best and prepare for the worst. I'm going to seal all the hypothenes I've captured so far. If this course doesn't get approved, I will continue my research in my tower.
This whole floor is covered with your teaching materials. There's just so much here. What should we do now? Do we really have to check them all one by one?
We'll find it eventually. I don't know if there's a faster way.
Right. There doesn't seem to be any alternative. After this is over, you should ask the librarian for organizing tips. The school library has one of the largest collections in the Empire, yet everything's perfectly organized. They must know all the tricks.
I think I'll pass.
I heard your tower has many upper floors. You used to let students visit the first level. You probably wouldn't keep anything important where students could access it. What we need is likely upstairs.
That makes sense. We'll need to find a way upstairs.
Then let's finish here and find a way up.
At the same moment, a black cat tries to sneak onto campus. It doesn't get far before two enchanted brooms chase it off, leaving it looking rather embarrassed. This looks like some sort of mechanism. Good memory. Merlin's memo. Crank is working on a new treat for my afternoon tea. I hear it's a pie filled with fruit and cheese. I consider cooking a kind of magic, but as skilled a mage as I am, I'm hopeless in the kitchen. Whoever invented it must have been an alchemical genius. Cooking involves mixing the ingredients at the right proportions and adding suitable bases like water, oil, or wine. With seasoning herbs as catalysts, the mixture reacts under the heat of the fire elemental. This is alchemy even the common folk can enjoy. A mouth-watering aroma is in the air, and I can't wait for afternoon tea. I hope Cranky remembers to drizzle extra honey on the pie. While waiting, I should focus on working and ignore my rumbling tummy. Work Memory Memo. Weekly Work Memo. History of the Magic World. Though this is a class for first years, make it easy to follow, engaging and informative. Mental compensation or cognitive deception. The practical uses of illusions. Savannah Golden Hall, Illusionist Summit. Astrology 101, an Introduction to Divination. Lyceum Divination Lecture Hall. Note, don't forget to prep for this lecture. Advanced Fireball Analysis, Lyceum Elemental Lecture Hall. Note, remember to schedule practice after the lecture and notify the training ground staff in advance. Advanced Magic Circle Drawing, Lyceum Force Field Magic Lecture Hall. Note, this lecture only opens to students who have completed the intermediate course. Others may suffer mental collapse. I need to refine my illusion magic and summon enough doubles to complete everything on the list. That's odd. Why is this memory star separated from the others? Oh.
I had a wonderful dream.
There are traces of sealing magic on the hypophines. On the hypophines inside the memory stars. From the memories you recovered, it seems you originally sealed these hypophines inside for teaching and research.
Merlin! You actually stored monsters inside memory stars.
Not stored, sealed. They were teaching materials.
You used actual hypophines as teaching aids? What an ingenious approach! Your magical mastery is truly beyond compare.
Yeah, I think it's already been covered how amazing I am.
Still, isn't that a bit dangerous? If we're checking each memory star one by one, some might break free. Then we'd better stay ready for a fight.
Wait, is that a portal? Oh. Where are we? Why did we suddenly leave the tower? This looks like a simulated environment. You're probably still in the tower. Oh. Hmm. These marks look fresh. Someone's been here recently. Probably Gervon. We should hurry. Oh, look at those dead hypogeans. Hypophines, that portal up ahead should get us out of here. Oh, a carved creature. You step through the portal. Light flashes and you find yourself somewhere new.
Master, welcome home.
You called her master? Are you the tower's guardian?
Quite observant, miss. I am a magically constructed automaton hamster. Welcome. Master, it's a pleasure to see you again.
Who are you?
It seems your cognitive function is experiencing some disorder, Master. I am Crankleton, the spirit steward of this tower. You once commented that long names were an inefficient use of mental space. You began calling me Cranky.
I picked a pretty good name, so Chippy and Hammy are nicknames too?
Chippy and Hammy? I assume those are your other stewards. The naming pattern is consistent with your habits. My primary duty is to oversee the Stellar Spire and its connected simulacrum realms, ensuring safety, maintenance, and uninterrupted magical operation.
The Stellar Spire?
You don't remember, Master. That's the name you gave this place. The tower was rebuilt from an abandoned observatory, hence the name.
The Simulacrum Realms?
The outdoor-like environments you passed through earlier. You created them to study magical creatures in controlled habitats.
You been here the whole time?
Yes. As the tower spirit, I'm linked to its magic. I am part of the tower itself. When you are present, I am active. When you are absent, the tower enters dormancy. And so do I. It has been a long time, Master. Would you like your usual? Coffee, milk, 2 spoons of sugar, with night vanilla cream cake, cookies, and a few gold mint drops.
Not now, it's not tea time. Finding Cranky is a relief. As the tower spirit, he might know where to find the item you're searching for. But before you can ask, a sharp alarm blares throughout the tower.
Alert! 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 Unknown intruder attempting to breach the mechanism protecting the stellar chamber. Master, what are your orders?
The Stellar Chamber?
That's the core area of your tower. You store your most valuable possessions there.
The core! Merlin, what we need might be there.
What are our options?
Option 1. Raise tower defense to maximum and activate magical image recording. Option 2. Deploy guided magic missiles against all unauthorized entities, though that may destroy some of your property. Option 3. Total annihilation of the stellar chamber. All data will be erased.
Erase it completely? That means destroying all the research inside too.
Correct. It is the most secure but most costly method.
We'll go with option 1.
Understood. Raising defense level. Magical recording active. Master, you may view the intruder through this viewing orb.
It's Jervin. How did he get in? And how does he know the layout of the tower so well?
The intruder entered through spatial magic. His entry point allowed him to bypass initial defenses. Apologies, Master. This constitutes a failure in my duties.
So someone who knows the tower well and is skilled in spatial magic must be helping him.
A face flashes in your mind, always smirking, always taunting. Siren, if it's him, everything makes sense. And always salty, don't forget about that.
Merlin, what's the plan? Should we contact Envoy Evie to apprehend him?
I want to see what he's up to first. Let's follow him.
But isn't that too dangerous?
There's no need to worry. As the tower's owner, Master Merlin can seal all the exits. The intruder won't escape easily.
So, can I invite others inside? I can also do the opposite, yes?
What would you like to do, Master?
I want Sylvan and Pippa to come.
Perfect. With their help, we'll find the memory star much faster. What about Envoy Evie? Should we bring her here too?
No thanks.
I see you have everything planned.
Understood, Master. Please, come here. You need to personally authorize your friends to enter the tower. There, all done. I'll contact your friends right away.
Sylvan and Pippa get your message and rush over immediately.
Dura above. So this is Merlin's hidden tower. I can't believe it. How did you even find a way to let us in?
I ask the tower spirit for help. Because I'm Merlin. My tower, my rules.
You don't usually joke like that.
No, I'm not joking this time.
Respected guests, this is no joke. May I present the master of the Stellar Spire, Magister Merlin.
You're actually Merlin? The hero who fought the Hypogeans? The legendary Magister herself?
I can't believe this. I know how you feel. I was just as shocked when I first found out. But it's true. This really is the famous Magister Merlin. Though Merlin is quite humble. So let's all just treat her normally.
No time to be starstruck. We got work to do.
So, what exactly are we doing? Sylvan said I should be ready to help, but I'm still kinda lost here. Wait, are you serious? I mean, I'm not doubting Magister Merlin. It's just, I can't believe it. I always thought Jervin was a good guy. He's really working with the Adamant Syndicate? And Siren always seemed so polite and refined. How could he be involved in the headmaster's death? The chief court mage of all people.
Jervin was my friend. But somewhere along the way he lost his path. That's exactly why I have to stop him before he makes things worse. Let's help Merlin and put an end to Siren's plans.
Yeah, we've got to beat Jervin to the Memory Star.
Master, honored guests, please follow me. I've unlocked the central lift. It'll take us to the upper level of the Stellar Spire.
The sector it is waist down and down. This area is Master's private quarters and magical research area. It's normally off limits for visitors. Oh, there are so many memory stars here too. This might take a while. Corruption study. Human to hypofiend transformations, commonly referred to as corruption, were recorded as early as the First Divine War. The Arcane Council has maintained ongoing studies of corruption since its establishment. So far, we have identified the bodily changes that occurred during corruption and have been able to slow them by suppressing mana absorption. These insights have paved the way for further advances in sealing and purification of hypofiends. Based on these findings, I have refined my magic circle. Experiments show it is highly effective at sealing both common hypofiends and even hypogeans. For the next phase of my research, I will explore the possibility of reversing corruption. In theory, it is achievable. I just hope I have enough time to develop the spell and conduct the necessary experiments. Is this the device used to make memory stars? That's so cool! Merlin's diary. Date cloudy. Today's appointment ceremony was the most awkward thing that's ever happened to me. Siren made no effort to hide how pissed he was. He didn't crack a smile once. He looked at me like I'd just taken something that belonged to him. Seriously, the student council president is directly appointed by headmistress Heidi. I didn't even get a chance to say no. If I'm being honest, Kyan would have been way better for the role. He's got that drive and decisiveness I completely like, and he's got that unshakable spirit I can't seem to muster. Maybe I can talk to the headmistress and get him to take over the job. Honestly, I'd be happy to let him do all the hard work. A memory extractor. This memory extractor can only be used by mages. Users are advised to attain a calm state of mind through meditation before use. The operation procedures must be strictly followed at all times. This device does not guarantee the authenticity of the memories it extracts or stores. Improper use may cause brain injury, psychiatric disorders, memory dysfunction, and, in severe cases, life-threatening complications. I think I heard a door open. Let's go and take a look. Oops. And all these books, just what I'd expect from Merlin's personal study. Outstanding portraits, presented to outstanding graduates of the Saurian Lyceum, from left to right. Student Council President Merlin, Student Council Deputy President Siren. Even after all these years, the portrait's colors are still so vibrant, like it was painted yesterday. You stare at your own face in the portrait, and familiar features give you a strange, distant feeling.
Wow, is that you, Magister? Wait, is that Siren? He looks so young here.
Did Siren study at the Lyceum with you?
What a is that really a twist?
That's right. Master said Siren had remarkable talent and worked harder than anyone. He was the Master's greatest rival at school. Master said he had the ambition, the skill, and the brains to match. That he'd become someone important in the magical world.
Siren. Siren, he certainly became important, alright. Former classmates, current rival. What comes next? Meanwhile, outside the stellar spire.
Siren, you're going the wrong way. The closing ceremony is in Solstice Hall.
My greetings, Envoy Evie. Don't tell me Her Majesty sent you just to admire the view.
Let's be direct. The tower's owner invited me here. Besides the view, I'm also here to deal with anyone who damages it. As one of the exam judges, you should be in the hall awaiting the results. If you're lost, I can escort you.
Ah, the master of this tower is nothing if not meticulous. The view is beautiful, but it's all so terribly familiar. Then I can hardly refuse your invitation. Lead on, Envoy.
What potion is this recipe for? I can't remember at all. I'll just make it and see. There's nothing on this display rack. You carefully place several keepsakes onto the shelf, each one heavy with memory. A fang necklace. As your fingers trace the rough fang, the desert wind and the Urkland's bonfire seem to warm your palm once again. A Westport painting. Tides rise and fall, all gorges drift away. Only this painting remains, like a silent log of a journey, bearing witness to all that was lost and found. A stalk of wheat. The wheat glimmers faintly, past and present overlap. The fires of a long-forgotten war mingle with the quiet now, a fragile thread connecting centuries. Let's start with these, for now. These memories mark the key moments in your journey, and more pieces will be added to the display as your adventure continues. How did I get up here? I mean, I feel like I wasn't, or I get the impression I haven't been here in a while. Wow, did I just get sent here magically? Add these in, okay, right. This path leads to the stellar chamber. Master, I like combat functions. I will remain here to monitor the systems. Good luck. Good luck. I hope we can talk sense into Girvan. Better be ready for a fight, just in case. Oh wait, maybe I want to go into spirit form. This one. There we go. Oh my, oh my. There we go. And I, why did I push that one? There you go. Look, that should be the exit. That's a huge hypofiend. Someone got her first. It has to be Girvan.
Magister, are all these floating things memory stars? Just how much stuff did you have in your head back then? These must all be important memories. But there are so many. Finding finding the right one will be like finding a needle in a haystack.
Magister, you must have organized these in some system, right? Otherwise, how would you ever find anything?
There should be, but I forgot. There might not be any system.
You forgot?
It's a long story.
So we have to check them one by one. How are we ever gonna find the right star?
Doesn't look like we have a choice. Don't worry, Pippa. With your luck, you'll probably find it right away.
Forget the stars. Where's Jervin? He beat the Hypo Fiend guarding this place, so why is no one here? You think he's setting up an ambush? My guess is he's waiting for us to do the hard work and find the star, and then he'll jump out and take it!
Probably. It's not that tough.
We've got the numbers. Let's just focus on finding the memory star first.
New Magic Tower. I have accepted Lamer's invitation to teach at the Lyceum, and I'm planning to build a new Magic Tower on campus. Lamar generously offered me the school's old observatory as the base for my Magic Tower. I really like the building, particularly the huge astrolabe at the top. Maybe I could turn it into a secret room for stargazing. Reports of Hypofiend outbreaks are pouring in from all across Asperia, which could signal the Hypergeon's return. For now, Gawain is watching over Savannah, and Mordred is pursuing another lead. Oh, Mordred, huh? If only Bedivere were here. I thought about casting a dissenting vote, not wanting anyone close to me drawn into this turmoil. Still, the other seats were confident that Bedivere could handle the challenge. Indeed, we need her in times like these. Could war be on the horizon? I truly hope not, but from my experience, things really go the way I want. I must prepare for the worst, maybe naming my successor in advance. After all, every Merlin is directly appointed by their predecessor. Actually, I'm not even sure why the previous Merlin chose me. What makes someone fit to become Merlin? My predecessor left me no clues. Maybe the answer will reveal itself one day. When will that time come? You are the current Morgan and Gala. I can't remember. Yeah, that would be interesting to know. Select. Once again, a sense of trepidation grips me. I feel as if I'm standing on the edge of a cliff with a bottomless abyss looming before me. I know that only mages with strong mental strength can sense danger. Maybe this is my destiny. The war with the Hypergeons is certain to come. Fear stirs within me. I'm afraid of conflict, death, and bloodshed. What if I could stop it before it happens? Turns out I'm actually not as prepared to sacrifice myself as I thought. Alright, sacrifice might sound too dramatic, but I had no idea how this war will end. That might not even be the worst possible outcome. I'll make my decision eventually, even though there's hardly any choice at all. I just hope my friends won't be too upset. Maybe this is the responsibility that comes with the title Merlin.
Merlin, this is one of your memories from the Second Divine War. For years, people have been telling your story. There are endless biographies and poems about you, all praising your wisdom, courage, conviction, and victory. But I've never read a single book, poem, or even heard a rumor that mentioned your doubts or fears. I never imagined that you, like ordinary people, could feel afraid and struggle with the thought of sacrificing yourself.
Fragmented images flash through your mind, glimpses of war, death, and self-sacrifice. You don't recall exactly how you felt back then, but since waking up, every choice you made has added more weight to your shoulders, giving the name Merlin a deeper meaning.
Merlin, did you ultimately choose to end the war? Is that why you disappeared for so long? And why you were injured and lost your memories? Do you regret it?
There's no use in regret.
You're right. Dwelling on what's done won't change anything. If you could do it over, would you make the same choice?
Merlin doesn't have a choice.
So even if you didn't want to, as Merlin, you had to face these things? I see. No matter how many times, you would always choose to sacrifice yourself for this world. People say you shouldn't meet your heroes, but you're different. The more I learn about you, the more I respect you. I still don't know what I would do if I faced that choice. But Merlin, I hope I can walk the same path as you one day. Sorry, I got carried away and said too much. I should get back to helping you find the memory star.
Deciphering notes. I came into possession of a still that predates the first Divine War. I am attempting to decipher its inscriptions, but without sufficient reference materials, progression has been slow. Life drifts through the sea of stars. The primordial dragon arrives. The hieroglyphs for light and star bear a striking resemblance to the early symbols of Dura found within the temple. Next to them is a scepter, which is often associated with royalty or authority. Could this inscription be referring to Dura's divine power? What truly unsettles me is this large symbol at the center, part of which appears to have been intentionally damaged. I can barely make out a few syllables. Igthi. It could be a location or a name. Unfortunately, I can't be certain without finding more comparable inscriptions or for analysis.
This memory is so hard to understand. What's the Sea of Stars?
Were you researching the origins of life? The Sea of Stars, the primordial dragon? Magister, why were you studying these things? Do they have something to do with magic? Wait, you were even researching the goddess Dura and her divine authority? Dura above! Most believers and the Temple of Light would consider this blasphemy.
If only you knew.
No wonder you kept these memories locked away. They're secrets that must never be revealed.
Which choice did you pick? Sea of Stars, Life, Dura. A voice echoes in your mind, familiar yet distant. You try to grasp it, but the voice vanishes as quickly as it came, taking that sense of familiarity with it. These records must not leave this room. Let's focus on finding the key memory star.
Don't worry, we'll keep what we saw a secret.
The rest of the memory stars are floating up high. I can't reach any of them. I'll try a levitation spell.
Good luck.
must be it.
As expected of Merlin, the legendary Magister.
Jervin. What?
What's wrong? Isn't this what you all wanted? To see me as I truly am? Are you satisfied now?
Okay, I wasn't expecting that, I gotta admit.
The memory star I wanted. You really did find it. Hand it over, or I'll take it by force. Need a moment to decide.
Jervin? Your legs. They really are healed.
You've suspected me for some time, haven't you? All those tests, those probing questions. Well, here's your answer, clear as day. Aren't you satisfied now?
Why would you sink so low? Don't you care about yourself or your family's honor?
Oh, I care plenty about myself. That's why when the Adamant Syndicate offered me a way to heal my legs, I agreed without a second thought. As for my family, what have they ever given me? A marquis, heir to the Hastings line, a man of rank and power in the court. How could he be someone who can't even walk without a wheelchair? Doesn't Marquis Gervais have any other heirs? How disgraceful! If I had been whole, those whispers would never have reached my ears. My family was watching me, testing me. They wanted to see if I could live up to the Hastings name. They weighed my worth, judged me, and looked for a place to set me down like a cracked piece of porcelain. But I'm not porcelain. I healed myself!
If you had just talked to someone, your friends.
Friends. What good would that do? Could they make me the next Marquis? But the Adamant Syndicate was different. They promised to restore my legs, to give me everything a Marquis should possess. All I have to do is take the memory star from your hands.
Don't even think about it! Jervin, this is the real Magister Merlin. You can't possibly win!
The Adamant Syndicate is just using you as a pawn. Once they get what they want, they'll throw you away.
It's too late for that, Sylvan. You know me. Once I choose a path, I don't turn back. And I can't now. I know you're Merlin. The one I once looked up to, the one I could never catch up to. My greatest rival. But I've made my choice.
The corrupted Gerwan, wielding the chilling power of moon magic. Eclipse Descent. In Crescent State, Gerwan creates a moon shadow in the area with the most enemies, pulling enemies within 2 tiles towards the center for 2 seconds, dealing 30% damage every 0.25 seconds. In Full Moon State, once the pulling effect ends, Gerwan summons a 3-tile-wide swinging sight, dealing 120% damage to enemies in its path. Edge of the Moon. In Crescent State, Gerwan casts down Moonlight on the 3 rearmost enemies, dealing 60% damage. In Full Moon State,
Moonlight deals 100% damage to the target and adjacent enemies. Lunar elevation. Giran gradually draws power from Moonlight. He starts the battle in Crescent state and enters Full Moon state after 45 seconds. Protected by Moonlight, Giran takes 45% less HP loss from all sources except magic damage. In Full Moon state, this HP loss reduction increases to 90%. In Full Moon state, the blade light emitted by Giran's normal attacks pierces through enemies, dealing the same damage to all targets in its path. Crescent Chakram. In Crescent state, Giran lances the lunar rings beneath his feet, dealing 150% damage to all units on the battlefield. In Full Moon state, the damage increases to 160%. So what if Merlin is on your side? I'm far more powerful than you think. Giran, you still have time to make things right. Spare me the lecture. I'm done being the perfect student. We can't seem to land a hit on him. Be careful, everyone. This is our chance. Attack now. No way we're losing to you. Giran, stop. Can't you see you're on the wrong path? Wrong? The only thing that's wrong is failure.
Merlin, on behalf of your dear friend, I've brought you a gift. He said you'd love it.
You know, you look kind of goofy with those wheels, right? Is this the same as before? Probably. Crescent Chakram, yeah, that seems like the same thing. We need to free Merlin. Oh no. Am I doomed? I guess this is all over for me.
Jervin, stop! You set all of this in motion, and now you don't have the stomach to see it through?
See it through. To my failure. Again. Why? Why can't I ever win? I've given everything I had, but someone always stands in my way. First, Cassidy. And now you. Why should one accident make me lose everything? I fought so hard to prove myself, yet I can never surpass the natural prodigy. Merlin, you're a living legend. People sing of your deeds. Honor surrounds you. And you've never even had to pay a price.
I'm not sure about that.
Why you? Why does someone like you get everything while I get nothing?
Then how about we trade places?
Trade places?
You become Merlin, take all the glory, but...
But what?
But you'll also have to sacrifice yourself for Asperia, just like Merlin did. We saw her memories, her doubts, and yet even so, she made the right choice. Could you do the same?
Oh yeah.
Magister Merlin is right, Jervin. You were born with every advantage. A name that opens doors. Even without a title, you had more resources than any of us could dream of. Look at me. I'm just ordinary. Born into a fallen noble family. I scraped my way into the Serene Lyceum, but I'm nothing special. My luck isn't good or bad, it's just average. But I have my own goal. You all know that. I swore I would restore my family's honor. Jervin, whether it's walking the path of magic or being your friend, everything I did was for that goal. And even if I lost everything, I wouldn't give up. I'd find another way, keep moving forward. That's my path.
That's your path, not mine. So, what now? You're going to interrogate me here, or throw me in a cell?
No, that's not our call. We're turning you over to Envoy Evie. She'll handle it from there.
Do as you like. I'll be waiting in my cell. Let's see which one of you ends up the true winner.
You use a binding spell to restrain Garon, ensuring he can't escape. He'll be handed over to Evie once the selection exam officially concludes. Ugh. Patrick. I'll look at that one. It.
Merlin, at this point, with Siren as the mastermind, will the royal court even recognize the new court mage?
It's hard to believe, but I doubt this will even leave a scratch on Siren's reputation.
What? How? We have Jervin! Envoy Evie will surely get him to confess everything.
You're thinking of court politics like it's a straightforward game. Siren only served as a judge for the exam. He never got directly involved in anything else. He knows the court inside out. The balance between the royal family, the nobles, and the Temple of Light. And he's used it to his advantage. He's kept his hands clean, stirring the pot, letting others do the work. The headmaster's death, the corruption in the exam, None of it can be tied to him. And did you notice? Even when he was cornered, Dervin never mentioned his name.
It's all so convoluted.
A man as sharp as Siren has surely already destroyed every shred of evidence linking him to Jervin. And as for him knowing dark magic, if that gets out, it'll be a minor scandal, nothing more.
So, we're still going through the process of choosing a new court mage today?
It seems so.
Then who will it be? Jervin's out. That leaves Cassidy and... Wait, Magister Merlin, you?
Don't look at me, I'm not doing it. I only entered to find the truth. This opportunity should go to the next generation.
Then that leaves... Cassidy.
Exactly. Only 3 made the finals. With Jervin disqualified and Magister Merlin declining, the role falls to Cassidy.
But Merlin, do you think I should be a court mage?
The choice is yours. I'd be happy, but I would never force you. Follow your heart.
My heart? Merlin, I need some time to think.
Cassidy falls silent, deep in thought. You and the others quietly step back to give her the space she needs. To be honest, I'm not sure if that's her kind of thing, but I made up my mind.
I've decided. I want to become a court mage.
Oh. Are you sure?
Magister Merlin, you know me. I'm bad with people. I don't understand court politics. And to be honest, I'm still pretty clueless about what a court mage even does. But I want to become one. Not for the prestige, not because I'm especially talented, but because I've decided to take on the responsibility. All this time, I've had my head buried in my research, dreaming of becoming a scholar. Partly because I loved it, but also perhaps without realizing it. I was hiding.
Hiding? But you're not like me. There's no way you'd get expelled. At the Lyceum, there's nothing you need to be afraid of.
From everything I wasn't good at. I built myself a perfect, pristine world of magic in those pages. A place no one else could bother. But I forgot that even then, you can't run from everything forever.
Yeah, sometimes the current just sweeps you up and carries you along. It happens to everyone. Commoners, nobles, maybe even the gods.
I've done a lot of thinking these past few days, trying to figure out what I really need, what I truly want. But I couldn't answer. It wasn't until just now, seeing your memories in the Stellar Chamber, that I understood. It's not just about what you want, it's about what you can do. Vesperia is full of stories about heroes. They're all so grand, but I only just realized the greatest thing about them isn't their power, it's the choices they made. Every single one of them chose to step up instead of standing aside. They chose responsibility over their own self-interest. Just like you, Magister Merlin. Even though you were scared, even though you hesitated, in the end, you chose to make the sacrifice. You saved the world. I love magic. I love how wonderful it is, how creative. But before, I only ever thought about studying it and creating new spells. I never stopped to ask who I was doing it for. Now I know. I'm going to take this on. I'll become a court mage, step into a world I know nothing about, and use whatever power I have to help people.
You'll have to deal with the syndicate.
Right! They've got eyes and ears all through the court. It'll be dangerous for you.
It will be dangerous. I'll be scared. But I believe I can get through it. If I'm selected, you'll at least have someone on the inside, Merlin. Additionally, I want to become a court mage because I want to stop Siren and the Adamant Syndicate.
Magister Merlin, what do you think?
I think you're right. I've always had faith in Cassidy. You're not disappointed, Sylvan?
Of course I am, but not because of Cassidy winning. It's because I know I still have a lot of growing up to do.
Yeah. No, at least now her admiration of Merlin is based on like actual understanding and not just hero worship or like ideals, I guess, that she imagined from reading about them, you know.
I'm going to work twice as hard. Maybe next time they hold a selection exam, I'll be the one who wins.
It's time to leave this tower and show the world the results. Everyone outside is waiting. Those on either side deserve to know how this ends. But before that, there's one last piece of business. Siren's real target, the memory star with the Arcane Council records. We have to do something about this.
But if we don't turn in the memory star, Cassidy technically fails the final exam. Siren will declare the exam invalid, and he'll be back in control.
So, will we swap it with a fake?
Siren would know how to spot a forgery. He'd disqualify Cassidy for cheating.
This is so frustrating. This is your tower, Magister Merlin. How does Siren get the final say?
Pippa, you're absolutely right.
You have a plan?
I'm the master of this tower. I make the rules.
Huh?
You smile confidently, signaling everyone to follow you. I got an idea. Star Maker.
Is that the device for creating memory stars?
I get it. You're going to make a new one just for the selection judges.
Exactly. I'll fill it with unimportant memories.
I have an idea! What if you put something in the memory star that Siren would hate to see? Like... oh, how he always came second to you on every exam back in school.
I love the way your mind works.
This is brilliant! And he can't even complain about it. It's your property, Merlin. You get to decide what's in it.
Light memory stars. Cut the extracted memory into memory fragments. I won't be detailing the tedious extraction procedure. Activate the device, then inject the fragments into star crystals and seal them with chronostatin. Remember, under no circumstances should the star crystals be reshaped. Memory stars do sound much cooler than memory jars. I usually skip these, but I guess for once I'm going to try doing it properly. Get the extracted memory into memory fragments. Like this. Then inject the fragments into star crystals. And seal them with chronostatin. A short while later. Congrats, custom memory star. A memory star Merlin made on purpose, stuffed with absolutely unimportant trivia. Hand it to Siren and you won't have to worry about any secrets leaking. You hand the newly crafted memory star to Cassidy and explain your plan.
Now that everything's settled, let's go. Everyone should be waiting in Solstice Hall.
Cassidy, don't be nervous. Pippa, you're shaking more than I am.
Congrats, custom memory star. A memory star Merlin made on purpose, stuffed with absolutely unimportant trivia. I don't know why it appeared twice, but okay. You slip away to a quiet corner and take out the memory star Siren wanted to steal. Confidential notes. Arcane Council meeting minutes as follows. Mordred has gained their trust and is acting according to plan in Bantus. Oh, Bantus, that's spicy. Morgan's location remains unknown. Due to health reasons, Bedivere is unable to attend this meeting. To ensure the continuity for our legacy, the search for her successor has begun, with the handover planned within 30 years.
Savannah has been in turmoil since the Hyperfiend attack 3 days ago. To quickly restore order in court, Gawain offered counsel to aid the king. P.S. Hyperfiends have been running rampant throughout Esperia lately, suggesting that the disaster foretold by the celestial signs may be imminent. All members must be prepared. You carefully tuck away the memory star. Now it's time to head to Solstice Hall and bring this whole affair to an end. You look over your companions. They're bruised from the fight, weariness etched on their faces, but their eyes still shine with determination.
We are ready, Magister Merlin.
Whatever's waiting for us now can't be tougher than the fight we just had.
I've gone over what I need to do 100 times in my head. I won't mess this up.
Let's go. You leave the Stellar Spire and head to Solstice Hall. Just stick to the plan, Cassidy. You'll be fine.
So, only the two of you made it this far? That would mean Jervin's out of the picture then. How curious. Let's see which of you has what it takes to claim the title of Court Mage.
Magister Siren, as the exam instructed, I retrieved this memory star from Merlin's hidden tower.
Oh, how impressive. Truly, the Serene Lyceum still produces the occasional prodigy. But I wonder, does this particular memory star really meet the exam's criteria? I'll need to examine it closely.
You know Siren will quickly realize this isn't the prize he'd been scheming for. Will he throw a fit, or will he swallow his pride? Looks like playing a student has rubbed off on you. You can't help but feel a little thrill at the chaos to come. It doesn't take long for Siren to deliver his verdict.
Cassidy, I'm afraid this memory star fails to meet the exam's requirements. Unless you have a compelling explanation, the rules leave me no choice but to mark your performance as a failure. And since none of the other candidates have succeeded either, well, I'll simply have to declare this year's selection void. A dreadful shame. I was hoping to avoid writing another letter of regret to the capital. Headmistress Dorella, I must say I'm disappointed.
Yeah, I mean she's a water-themed mage after all, so she can probably handle the depths of the sea or ocean or whatever.
Perhaps a review of your faculty roster is in order. Dismiss anyone unqualified or chronically absent, and replace them with professors who actually know how to teach.
No, Magister Siren. I can assure you this is the exact memory star you requested. Because this memory star was personally verified by Magister Merlin herself.
Don't be absurd. Everyone knows she hasn't shown herself in years.
Say that again, Cassidy.
Magister Merlin herself entrusted this to me. How can she not know her own possessions? Isn't that right, Merlin?
At Cassidy's words, Siren's gaze snaps towards you, his eyes burning with anger and disbelief. Before the stunned crowd, you step forward, placing yourself between Siren and Cassidy. That's right. I gave her the memory star myself.
So, you claim to be Merlin. Ha. Fascinating. And yet, as Merlin's old friend, I'm not so easily convinced. Surely you can offer some proof.
You raise your hand and a glowing magic circle forms beneath your feet. The Arcane Council, so I can't believe it. The murmurs swell into a roar, everyone repeating the same words. Merlin, Magister Merlin has returned.
Merlin, that mark. It really is you.
So you'd reveal your identity before all these witnesses, after hiding it for so long. brave, or reckless? Aren't you afraid it might backfire?
There's nothing to fear. I'll do what I had to do to stop my enemies. You seem tense. That's unlike you.
20 years changes everyone. You don't know me as well as you think you do. Either way, I'm glad to see your return. I can't imagine living in obscurity suited you.
Let's settle the exam results. This isn't the time for reminiscing.
Reminiscing? No, I suppose not. Those days are long gone.
Magister Siren, with Magister Merlin's personal verification, there should be no question about this memory star, right?
Since Merlin herself says so, how could I possibly disagree? Cassidy, congratulations. You've officially passed the Court Mage selection exam. The seat is yours. The formal appointment will follow once the palace has been notified. I do hope you're ready for the responsibility. As Chief Court Mage, I will be watching your career with great interest.
I understand, Magister Siren. And thank you, Magister Merlin.
Siren gives you a long, meaningful look, then opens the portal and disappears. All hail the new court mage. Cassidy, you did it! I knew you had it in you. Magister Merlin, do you have a moment? I'd like to speak with you privately. I didn't think you'd reveal your identity.
I never thought you'd actually go public with your identity. You must be ready for the storm that's coming. I assume you have a plan. Merlin's reappearance is going to cause quite a stir.
Envoy Evie, perfect timing! Dervin's still in the magic tower. We'll leave the rest to you.
He's the one who killed the headmaster. Be careful. He can transform into a hyperfiend.
No need for concern. I specifically had someone make a trip back to Savannah to retrieve this.
A pair of shackles?
Magic suppression shackles. They're forged from a rare anti-magic alloy. Once they're on, the wearer's magic is completely blocked.
Anti-magic alloy? Where does it come from? How does it nullify magical energy? Is it related to anti-magic rays? I really want to study it.
You actually want to study that thing? Just the name sounds terrifying.
Magister, my work here at the Lyceum is temporarily complete. Will you be staying here?
I plan to remain here for a while. I'm not sure. Did you need something?
Yes, there's a serious matter. After repeated investigation, we believe the flying monster, the one that escaped the exam grounds, its appearance in a restricted area was most likely orchestrated by Dorella. I suspect she has long-standing ties to the Adamant Syndicate. She might even be a member. But we don't have concrete evidence yet. And regarding the magic contracts, while we exposed Franz and the Syndicate, we still haven't found the one truly orchestrating everything. Siren's target was your tower, but I don't believe the magic contracts were merely a diversion. In short, I believe there are still hidden threats within the Academy that we haven't uncovered. Once Jervin's interrogation is over, I'll request immediate reassignment here to continue investigating the magic contract case. In the meantime, could I ask you to remain here and keep watch over the situation?
Alright, leave it to me.
Thank you. I'll begin the interrogation right away. If all goes well, Professor Zoria should be cleared of all charges soon.
As planned, you transfer Gervan into Evie's custody. You watch as Evie leads him away. On the surface, the matter is resolved, but you know the truth. To stop Karen's plot, you had no choice but to reveal your identity. It was a risky move. Your enemies in the shadows now have a clear target. You found some clues, but the web of danger is far from untangled. The Sirene Lyceum isn't safe yet. Well, that's finally over. Time for some rest. It's Magister Merlin! I actually touched Magister Merlin! Alert, disorder detected. Yeah, what a crowd. I gotta find somewhere quieter.
As hard as it is to believe, she truly is Magister Merlin. Headmistress Jurella, this is a rare opportunity. We could invite Magister Merlin to give a lecture. It would benefit the students and help counter the negative publicity from Headmaster Leymar's death.
What? Invite her to lecture?
That's not a bad idea.
Oh, Magister, to think Hepler and I were teaching you magic. This is a story I'll be telling my students for years. Will you really give a lecture here at the Lyceum?
Depends on the school's decision.
To be honest, Magister, the school currently has no official position for you. Frankly, your track record as an educator is lacking. Our records show that after Headmaster Leymar hired you, you only actively taught for a total of 5 years. You've been absent for over 2 decades. That constitutes gross dereliction of duty. The Academy paid a substantial sum for your hiring fee and granted you permission to build a private tower, and you failed to fulfill your responsibilities as a teacher. By faculty policy, I should request the board to terminate your employment.
Headmistress Durella.
No, don't try to talk me out of it. My decision is final.
Headmistress Durella, look!
Hepler, I know. I know she's the legendary mage everyone reveres. But we are not discussing her fame. We are discussing professional ethics.
I meant, look over there! There's a rather large crowd of students running this way.
Magister Merlin, she's over there!
Don't push! You'll get detention again!
Got it. Everyone, line up for Merlin's autograph. Quickly now, a single file line.
What is the meaning of this? You are causing a major disruption. Stop this immediately.
I really must be going.
Quick, duck behind me. I'll cover you. I can transform. That should provide more cover.
Kepler shifts into his old bear form, chilling you with his large furry body. Oh my.
You should go first. We can speak again when things have settled down.
See you next time, Magister Merlin.
World travels fast around here. I'm going to hide out in the lawn for a while.
Hey, Zoria, you can't just move. You have to roll the dice first. No, not that one. The other dice.
Well, I think Durella was probably a little desperate, so it was like, yeah, trying to get rid of them as fast as she could before things got more awkward for her.
This is needlessly complicated.
By the abyss, the rules are simple enough.
What's all this then? It doesn't look particularly invested.
On the contrary, I'm quite engaged. The rules, however, are perplexing. I fail to grasp what's supposed to be enjoyable about this.
By the way, what an honor to have you here. Ever since your big reveal, have you noticed the difference? Surrounded by admirers, fawning over your every word. Awash in devotion, perhaps.
Please, don't remind me. I had to make a run for along.
Oh, so even Merlin has something she can't handle. Now that I'd pay to see. Our great mage running from her fans.
That doesn't seem like a pretty sight.
I'll be the judge of that. Either way, it sounds way more entertaining than work.
Back to business. With Jervin arrested and Siren's scheme in ruins, my detainment should be lifted soon.
Oh? I suppose I'll miss that stoic face of yours around here, little Zoria.
Which also means I need to prepare my lesson plans. Contess, this is your reminder that we don't play games during work hours. Merlin, Countess, I'll take my leave. We'll speak later.
What? Zoria, you promised to play with me all day! Don't just walk off! Hey, wait for me!
The log falls quiet again. You decide to check in with Chippy and Hammy. When the communicator connects, the two hamsters are practically bouncing with excitement, talking over each other about how much they missed you. They tell you they ran into Rowan recently and even helped him root out a few syndicate members who have infiltrated the Mutual Consortium. This doesn't surprise you. The syndicate had invested too much in the Cyrene Lyceum to let one failure stop them. There's likely more trouble ahead. But for now, you deserve some proper rest. A comfortable bed and a full night's sleep will wash away the exhaustion. A few days later, a sealed letter arrives from Savannah. Interrogation info. Based on the suspect's statements and a review of crime scene evidence, it has been preliminarily established that Girvan is the perpetrator in the homicide of Lamar, former headmaster of the Cyrene Lyceum. Girvan claimed that he acted under duress caused by the Adamant Syndicate into stealing classified information. They had threatened to reveal his use of dark magic to treat his leg condition if he refused. During this time, Headmaster Lamar discovered the truth about Girvan's legs by chance and suspected that he was colluding with the Adamant Syndicate to manipulate the courtmate selection exam. Headmaster Lamar then spoke with Girvan, urging him to sever his ties with the Adamant Syndicate. Shocked that the headmaster knew the truth, Girvan, in a moment of panic, killed him with the magic he had learned from the Adamant Syndicate. At present, there is no conclusive evidence establishing Siren as the mastermind behind the crime. Girvan's testimony alone is insufficient to convict the esteemed Chief Court Mage. On the other hand, it is concerning that Zoria's release is being opposed by several nobles on the grounds of insufficient exculpatory evidence. Unfortunately, the royal family cannot enforce her release without upsetting the balance of power in the court. I will continue the investigation for further proof to clear Zoria's name. Tell them the truth. You still have time. Don't throw it all away. No, if I do, my family will cast me out. I'll lose everything. You want what? What have I done?
Magister Merlin, we have preliminary results from Jervin's interrogation. According to his testimony, he initially made contact with the Syndicate seeking a cure for his legs. After they healed him, he became fully indebted to them. Recently, the Syndicate contacted him abruptly, threatening to expose his use of dark magic treatments unless he helps them steal classified materials from your tower. This placed him under significant duress. We believe Headmaster Lamar discovered the altered selection exam and noticed Jervin's miraculous recovery. He suspected corruption in this exam and intended to intervene. The headmaster didn't want to see a talented mage throw his life away, so he confronted Jervin, hoping he would come clean. However, it was also the critical period for Jervin's family to decide on their next heir. He feared the scandal would ruin his reputation and cost him his inheritance. Combined with the Syndicate's threats, Jervin made a terrible choice. In a panic, he killed the headmaster. While Jervin hasn't explicitly named him, our suspicions were correct. Siren was deeply involved. He appears to be the true architect of this conspiracy. Unfortunately, we still lack concrete proof. Jervin's vague testimony won't convince the stubborn nobles and certain royal court members. Their blind faith in Siren, astounding to say the least. I'll continue pursuing other avenues to gather evidence against him. Following your leads, I've dispatched agents to Whiteridge to investigate. I hope we'll find something useful. Regarding Zoria's situation, I must apologize. I initiated her release, but encountered resistance from several powerful nobles. Although I serve under the Queen, I've had to suspend the release process to maintain the current political balance. But rest assured, I will continue investigating to find definitive proof of her innocence. We may meet again in the Academy sooner than expected. I'll keep you informed of any developments. Take care, Magister Merlin.
Quest complete. Starlit verdict. The fog lifted and the truth was fully out. From this day on, you will carry the name Merlin, ready to face every new challenge that the future has in store. Skin unlocked. Astral Adventurer. Oh, that's pretty nice. Anyway, I got a BRB for a moment. I'm not sure if the green color of the cap suits her that well though. But overall it's nice. Hey. Oh. Good. It also seems the time for an upgrade.
Have you ever wondered why some things can float in the air? Excellent. I'll track every step of progress.
The next month I'll be able to get her to S+, so that's nice. But yeah, I wonder what's going to happen, what will happen with Gerwan, because I was hoping that he'll become playable, but I'm not sure how likely it is when after he's been a boss battle, then maybe he'll just like come back as a boss or something. Anyway. Yeah, I could go challenge the Primal Lord. Hmm.
In the Queen's name!
This page is for you.
All who strayed have been purified.
Yeah, she's quite a lady. And she... Huh. What's with that floating sword? Flame sword? And one flame sword. What's that for? A sword that can light a fire, tied to an old legend. Oh, interesting. Oh, a question mark quest. Not sure if I've seen that one yet. Did that guy? This bonfire won't light. Okay. A sword that can light a fire? Well, everything turns to ash. The embers keep the fire alive. Nice. Oh, there's one of those wolf thingies. Voyage of... Oh, that's how I find the Voyage of Wonders. Or at least one of them. I don't think I feel like doing that right now though. Oh, Ash's pigeon. Cool, where did she fly off to? We had a date today, not a feather in sight. What are you doing? I'm looking for a very beautiful lady. We were supposed to share breadcrumbs by the lake. But I searched everywhere, not a single feather in sight. Do you think maybe she thinks I'm too fat now? What does she look like? Rainbow bright feathers, a voice that sounds like crumbs dancing on stone, and she loves mimicking two-legged creatures. I think I know that ghost parrot. Yes, she is a parrot, but ghost? That sounds fashionable. Is it her date outfit today? Oh, who cares about all that? Quick, take me to her. After all this time, she's not going to be easy to cheer up. Oh, if only I remember where I found her. Well, I think I have an idea, but Um, see, I think there's also supposed to be a wolf head over here. Spiritual head. No, maybe not. Um, kind of a random squad. It's gone quiet again. You think they're already getting ready for the next one? I'm gonna jump. Is anyone even watching? Hello? You can see me? Of course. Yeah, finally. I didn't know how badly I wanted someone to notice me until now. Life's gotten so unbearably boring. I wreak havoc all day and no one even looks my way. No one cares. Maybe next time I'll do something really dramatic, if that gets their attention. Oh. Cassidy won, as expected. Oh, so fluffy, someone giggles, giving you a head pat like you're a puppy. They don't realize you're a person in disguise, and they're definitely not up for conversation with an animal. Okay. Magister Merlin? Shippy, you can't recognize me? Ah, I can't believe my eyes. Magister Merlin herself. What an honor, truly. About your winnings, well, I'm afraid I can't exactly pay them out. You see, it was you, Merlin, personally backing her that guaranteed her victory. Technically, that's not really a fair bet now, is it? A bet's a bet. Think about it. Without a living legend supporting her, would she even have had the confidence or the luck? It's like a prophet herself walked onto the playing field. The result was practically set in stone. So, shall we call it even? Wishing you a splendid day, Merlin. Psh, you bitch. Anyway. I know there should be some hints around here. There's one. I used to be a bird, right? What was it again? An eagle? Yes. Oh, I set myself. Let's see. It's Cassidy. Got in my squad now. And go. That seems like a cute squad to have. Yeah, I think that's no, his date is dead. What don't you like about them? Oh, I'm gliding. My oh my. Biscuit, I think I'm lost. Oh, hello. Wow, you're really big. Of course I'm big. I'm a wolf. No, I know that. I just meant, how did you do it? I can only turn into tiny animals right now. Really tiny, like ant tiny. You're human though, aren't you? So are you, my friend. If you were a real wolf, I'd already be your lunch by now. I wish I could turn into a wolf too. Wait. Jan. Oh, I already spoke to that one. Oh, look at the cute squirrels floating above the tree. Oh, there you go. Okay, let's see.
Yes, I want only... Okay. Oh. And yeah, don't you hate it when it turns out your date is actually dead? I feel like that could, might potentially ruin it. Unless you get creative. Why can't I slow down as a wolf? I feel like a wolf should be able to slide down. Oh, I guess I already did this one. Mm. Oh. No, why did it jump back?
Hmm. I think like 900 maybe. Oh, there's a thing here. Not sure where the flags are supposed to be though. Oh, oh, there it is. Always one of them. Oh no. I had no idea where I'm supposed to be going. Oh, there's one. Oh, cute. A lot has happened recently. Who should I talk to? Let's talk to Celise. The school healer's real job is keeping students calm when chaos hits. Celise, what's it like being the school healer? At Elysium, we encourage students to explore the unknown. Sure, most risks are avoidable with a professor nearby, but little mishaps are still inevitable. It just comes with the territory. The students really trust you, you know. What kind of mishaps are you talking about? Oh, the usual. Spell misfires from a mispronounced rune, or a mini explosion in alchemy class because someone thought a pinch meant half a sack. The injuries are usually minor, but the fear that follows, that's the real problem. If that fear isn't addressed, it takes roots, grows into something worse. One bad experience can often end up making a student afraid of magic, or afraid to explore the unknown for a long time afterwards. That's why a healer's job isn't just to fix cuts and bruises. You also have to nip fear in the bud before it can fester into something else. So how do you handle that when a student's afraid? How do you stop fear from growing? First, patch them up. Tell them, hey, look, it's not as bad as it looked. That alone goes a long way in easing the fear. After that, it's about empathy. Let them feel heard. Create space where they feel safe. This part can take longer than the physical healing. Once they calm down, that's when we talk about what went wrong. No blame, just gentle nudges to help them not trip over the same spell twice. Have there ever been times when you couldn't help? Yes, there have been cases, symptoms I didn't recognize, conditions I've never seen, times when I could only watch a student spiral into fear, helpless. Those moments tend to haunt me for a long time, making me wonder if I'd studied more, trained harder, maybe they wouldn't have suffered. But as the school healer, I have to be the calmest person in the room. I can't let my feelings get the best of me.
I need them to believe that no matter what happens, I got her back. Oh. Juggling. Opening up a whole new career path. Oh, seems like they're spread out a bit. That's interesting, I guess. Okay. Oh, Little Haven. Oh, someone invited me. Oh, seems to be one I did before, but... Oh, it's one of these, okay. Um... Oh, I can still deploy more heroes.
What gift shall we bestow?
Let's try this then.
Take a guess between the real and the make-believe.
Yeah, they're kind of difficult to like finish without someone to help you out. Which is inconvenient because it does suck having to rely on someone for doing this.
Nourish me. I am sated.
Maybe another healer. Like, another Ludovic could be useful.
Battlefield, a state of art.
Like that. Well, seems like we still die pretty early even with 2 healers. So, probably not the most useful choice.
Oh. Let's see if they...
Accept this judgment.
Let's see if Valara can be useful here.
Bloom in silence.
I am sated.
Okay, that seemed to work. Probably try the same setup again. Ouch. Well, I guess Brian is kind of tougher. What do I want to put against these guys then? Let's see if that works.
May the spirits guide your path.
What's good to use against Brian? I wonder.
Chaos holds no place in my soul.
Maybe if I try
Gift shall we bestow?
this combo again? Guess I don't think that's... Ooh, Sarn.
This is true, supreme magic!
I have prevailed.
Yeah.
Spill 2?
I'm eager for nourishment.
I wonder if this can work. And Lara.
Accept this judgment.
No. Let's see if she can do something. Oh, they're saying something. See if I can. Väldigt kraftig nu utav. Yeah, there's probably a pump that's more effective. Okay. Cullen? So they seem to think that Cullen is good against this. Let's try my own Cullen then, if he thinks that's effective.
Orders accepted. Yeah.
den gamla plass till Ludvig? Old woman. Maybe Valara, but I still... It says I'm preparing even though I... Okay. So then...
I'm eager for nourishment.
I left. Well, reset is coming up, so I want to get some stuff done before that happens. Even if it sucks to leave. In the middle of something. Yeah. It's a bit difficult, I feel. I guess it's supposed to be challenging for those who enjoy that. I guess because Naya makes it difficult, but because she has like both the freeze and the execute, so I guess you would want something that's immune to that. Or not immune, but necessarily, but like that I would be able to withstand it, but I'm not really sure. That was a bit interesting though, since I don't usually get into those coordinate battles, even if it didn't exactly end that well. Yeah, it would be nice if I was able to get to the last floor though, because I miss out on some stuff by not bringing it out. But if I can pull it off with 3 people, I'm not sure if I can do it on my own. Got one of those done. They're hot. Cinder core. This volcanic rock contains rich magic and is an extremely valuable material. Oh, hello there, Stone Cold. I just finished the story a bit ago. That was pretty interesting. Did you complete the story yet? So what did you think about the story? Yeah, that was interesting. I was a bit caught off guard by Gervan's transformation. I mean, I'm not surprised that he turned out to be the killer, but I wasn't expecting him to transform, I guess. So now I'm like, oh. Because I was hoping for him to become playable at some point, but for a character to go through a transformation like that, it seems like they're more like boss material or something. But he's been brought into custody now, so who knows what will happen to him there. You know, maybe he'll have some regrets and stuff. I mean, he'll still like be in jail for having killed someone, but you know, him and his friends could like make up someday. After he's thought about some of his less than great stellar choices in life. Oh. Already finished this, it seems.
Yay, Stitchy! We won!
Accept this judgment.
I honestly don't think that Valara seems to. I mean, I guess technically she is old because they still live a long time, but she doesn't register to me as an old lady. And it sounded like that person was calling her that, at least based on. And I tried to translate it, but it could also just be the translation being weird because I don't understand what they're actually saying.
Yay, Stitchy! We won!
Hmm. This guy is unlocked now. I don't know if I have the right team for him though. I think that a good team for him is supposed to be
The hunt awaits.
My claws are sharp.
New foes, new challenges!
The world needs balance.
well, I haven't leveled up my actually I have leveled up my Mulder Optimal, so that should work out then. Although my Rainier kinda sucks on this account. So that could be better. Yeah, I tend to look up formations that other people post, like on Discord. There's this group called Japala where they post like different formations and such, although I don't feel like they're always being like posting or like they're always like updating with the best formation. Like sometimes they may wait a while with that, but it does help sometimes to check what they post there. Plus they do allow you to save a number of formations, which can help. Or maybe it's pronounced Yafala, because it's like PH. Yeah, you gotta wait for it to become very thick before you get a chance to attack it. But on this, this guild is pretty inactive on this account, so it usually doesn't go down that quickly here. But on my other account, I'm in a more active guild, so then I tend to not catch it that often. Unless I stay up after reset, but it reset is at night for me, so
The hunt always ends my way.
I usually try to go to bed before then. So as to not ruin my sleep too much. Well, I used to stay up a lot when I was younger, but now I try to be a little bit more sensible. Yes.
why do I have that icon now? Alright, I still have a couple of attacks left on the Primal Lord, so I may want to finish that before reset. If that one will do okay for me.
The hunt always ends my way.
That doesn't seem to improve anything. Let's see how this one does, even though my Solis is only at 2 copies.
The constellations guide us to victory.
And buy one of these. Yeah, I think that's basically it for today. Honestly, I wanted to max more keys, but I don't think it'll find out completely necessary. I can try to put some towers at the very end. Yeah, it will be interesting to see what reputation quest we get this time. And I do hope we'll see more of Garon, because even if he did like commit a murder, it seemed to be very like unpremeditated, like he was kind of desperate, so
He may see the error of his ways once he's had some time to think and...
We won!
Or maybe he'll like go even more desperate and do something else. However he would pull that off. Would be interesting to see either way. But yeah, Reset is coming up, so...
I have prevailed.
Also... it will be interesting to see how Cassidy does as the court mage.
Copy that. I'll take care of it.
Yay, Stitchy! We won!
Yeah, I did think it seemed likely that he would be like the murderer because like Soren would be too obvious, but
Copy that. I'll take care of it.
other characters, like if it was someone like Durella, that wouldn't be very interesting, so... And I thought...
I have prevailed.
I did think it would be funny if like Pippa was accidentally the murderer, but that would make for a pretty different type of plot, so... In that sense, it does seem like Gerwan was the only one that would make sense as being the murderer, so... In that sense, I wasn't really surprised by him, by things turning out that way.
Yay, Stitchy! We won!
Of course, just like last time, Soren was pulling the strings behind the scenes, but... I'm sure there's also like... other people pulling the strings, I'm sure. Yeah, it's... getting close to reset, and so time for me to go to bed as well.